Hi guys, it's Miss Kyncl. I'm using my iPad again to practice with you guys some number bonds. So today is Monday, April 27th, which is crazy. I feel like we just started school. And today we're talking about number bonds. So we've talked about these a lot, but we're just going to review them really quickly. So remember, a number bond starts with a whole and it's broken down into a part and a part. So it's part, part, whole, or part plus part equals whole. Today we are just doing addition with number bonds, okay? So down here I drew some examples. So in this first one I have 2 plus 2 equals what? 2 plus 2 equals 4. So 2 and 2 are my two parts, and then 4 is my whole, or we say total sometimes too, right? So 4 is my whole or my total. Now let's go over here, right? I have 1 plus 4 equals what? 1 plus 4 equals what? 5. Good job. 1 plus 4 equals 5. So 5 is my whole or my total because it's up here where those two parts are leading, right? So now let's look at some pictures and make a number bond based off our picture. All right, so I have some apples up here, right? So I want you to look, how could you break this apart into two parts? And then what's our whole? So pause the video, take a second to look and see what you can do. What are your two parts? What's your whole? Remember, it has to match the picture. So what I would do is the first thing I see is I see 4 apples on the top and 4 apples on the bottom. So I see these 4 up here and then I see these 4 down here. So my two parts are going to be 2 and 2. So I have 2 plus 2. So what's my whole? Or what's my total, right? So one thing you can do, you can add 2 plus 2, or you can go up here and use your picture, right? So let's go up here, let's use our picture, okay? So we have 1 apple, 2, 3, 4, then we go down here to our second, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So we have 8 total apples. And silly Miss Kyncl, I made a silly mistake. I don't know why I wrote 2 plus 2, because that's not right. It should be 4 plus 4. This won't erase for some reason. But anyway, we're going to cross out the 2's because that's silly. And it's 4 plus 4. Y'all, see, this is what happens when you're not there to correct me. So I have 4 are my two parts, right? Because I have 4 on the top and I have 4 on the bottom. Then our total is 8, our whole or total. So let's move on to the next one. So our next problem, this is a word problem, right? So it says, Miss Kyncl has 6 crackers and 3 pieces of cheese. Y'all know I love cheese. Make a number bond to match. Okay, so I'll read it one more time. Miss Kyncl has 6 crackers and 3 pieces of cheese. Make a number bond to match. Okay, so this is kind of tricky, right? We have to pick our whole or our parts. So I see right off the bat we have the number 6, right? And we have the number 3. Now I know because it says 3 crackers and 3 pieces of cheese that those are my two parts, right? So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to fill it in. So I have 6 and 3. And so now we're going to try and find out our whole or our total. Okay, one thing you can do, you can draw a picture. So I can come over here and just do 6 little dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can put 3 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Now all we have to do is we just have to count them, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 pieces total. 9. Because I have 6 crackers and 3 pieces of cheese. When I add those together, I get 9. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, this is our last one. It's another picture. So I want you to try and do this one on your own first. So up here we have some cubes and down here we have some spheres. Pause the video and try and think what you would do based on this picture. Fill in the number bond. So I see 2 different groups already, right? I see my cubes on the top and my spheres on the bottom, right? We have cubes and we have spheres. So let's count and see how many cubes we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's count and see how many spheres we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 2 groups or 2 parts. So my first part is these cubes, right? Right up here up top. So I have 5 cubes. And then my second part is those 5 spheres. My 5 spheres. Now double check, did I incorporate all of this into our 2 parts? Yep, there's not a third part somewhere. I counted right. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys always have to double check your answers. I made a mistake earlier. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to count all these together and see what 5 plus 5 equals. Now, some of y'all already know the answer, right? But we're going to count just to be sure. Okay, so let's start up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. 5 plus 5 equals 10. There's my number sentence based on that number bond. Y'all remember those. Always good practice to make your number sentence off of your number bond. Okay? So now that we've reviewed our number bonds a little bit, I have something I want you to do. Now I want you to grab a sheet of paper if you haven't already and go make your own number bonds and send Miss Kyncl a picture of what you create. You can use objects if you want to, like little cubes like we would in class, or just draw them, right? Draw them on a piece of paper and make a number bond, okay? You guys are doing awesome. You can watch this video as many times as you need, or your parents can message me if you need some help, okay? I love you, and I hope to see you soon.